the future of Dodge is now, and it has 4 first names: the Charger, Daytona, SRT, Banshee, Concept. And while we don't get the CUDA name, Demon, Challenger, or even Avenger, we don't get much else either. No production rated 2024 car, when the 2023 model year cars are coming in a couple months, no motor configurations, horsepower numbers, or even the ability to pre-order the Banshee. Just a reveal that didn't really reveal anything and left us with more questions than answers. Now that we know this car may or may not be a Charger, since it officially is a concept at the moment, what is this car that we're seeing during EV Day? So let's dive into the future muscle car reveal and statements from Stellantis to find out why Dodge is afraid that the Banshee might lead customers screaming away from them. I waited a while to do this video because I've had mixed feelings about an electric muscle car and I wanted to be unbiased. I have no problems with electric cars. I have a Hummer EV on order after all. But to drop the Hemi platform when GM and Ford are still developing and offering V8s will backfire on Dodge. And customers may jump ship when Dodge is being secretive on what's going to happen at the 2024. I've talked to hundreds of people over the past week and everyone's around the same opinion of, the Banshee is cool, but I wouldn't get rid of my Hellcat for it. And speaking of Hellcats, I'm on the list for one of the final Challenger Hellcats, but this Charger Daytona SRT Banshee is one car I'll have to think about before I put a deposit down. Other than the looks of the car, which is outstanding by the way, I don't really like anything else about it. The looks are for sure a futuristic muscle car, and it has the looks to have people stop and ask questions about it. The illuminated logo on the nose, the front wing, center lock wheels, and the interior will get it looks. But the name of this EV, I just do not like it. First, there are too many names for this car.
This is the Charger Daytona SRT Banshee.
This is not Porsche. Charger Daytona SRT Banshee Concept. So there is no guarantee this car will even make it to production with even one of those names. Dodge, pick a name, not 4 names out of the trademark bin and play Scrabble until you get Charger Daytona SRT Banshee. Calling the car a Charger Banshee, Daytona Banshee, Demon, Avenger, CUDA, or simply Banshee, I would be cool with. But to throw all iconic names at the Banshee shows me Dodge was scared like Ford with the Mustang Mach-E. Instead of giving the EV an original name, they threw iconic performance names behind it to make customers more accepting. Now I like how the current Chargers look, but I'll never buy a Charger sedan because I don't like the fact that it has the name of an iconic 2-door car. It's obvious Dodge is scared that this car will flop and it gave it an iconic Charger Daytona name. But come on now, this is the only Charger Daytona in my mind. And if you look at the narrow lift calendar, we still have the Fratzonic garage door, which confirms that this would not be the production EV car behind that door or even the name that Dodge will use for the 2024 car. Around 400 people voted and they are split down the middle of people who like the 4 names and people who don't. And Dodge didn't reveal any performance information, no price range, and no ability to pre-order the car. The Hummer EV I reserved day 1 of showing the reveal video. GMC told you an estimated horsepower, torque, watch the freedom mode, 0 to 60 time, super cruise, crab walk, 10-minute, 100-mile charge time, drive modes, extract modes, and I can go on and on and on. But GM showed this day 1 and didn't even have a single prototype built. And you could pre-order the Hummer EV the next day, was sold out first year production in 10 minutes. And now it has over 60,000 orders for a $100,000 EV truck, which is sold out for years, just like the C8 Z06 that I am also on a list for. I literally laughed when Tim Knick's bragged about 14,000 Hornet orders on day one, when that's really only 3 months production for the old Dodge Dart. But every other EV, Bronco, Z06, Mach-E, Hummer EV, Cadillac Lyric sold out within minutes. Why Dodge was afraid to do a $100 pre-order for the Banshee, I honestly think they believed it wouldn't get as many orders like the Hornet. Everywhere you look, you can pre-order cars that won't come out for 2 years. Everyone tells you it's a concept vehicle or a pre-production vehicle, and you know some of their stats. Dodge can reveal the horsepower by the Hornet, but not the Banshee, even though we'll see some version of it in a little over a year. Just saying. Dodge didn't show any features of the Banshee, the hid behind patents, and the fact that the car is a concept, which honestly that has not stopped other brands. Like I said earlier, the Hummer EV running around for the reveal video was a simulated vehicle. No prototypes existed for months. But some of the Banshee features that Tim mentioned I've already covered in previous videos, but I'll go over some of the ones Tim revealed briefly.
The Charger Daytona isn't just going to be remembered because of the looks. It's going to be remembered because it's been amplified by its patented sound chamber.
The Fratzonic exhaust I've already covered in this video, which is the direct pull for Maserati. The Banshee and Gran Turismo Folgore were developed together and share the same technology. Maserati was the first to reveal the loud EV motor sounds, and it seems like Dodge designed an exhaust to make the Folgore sound deeper. Tim says it'll be loud at 126 decibels, but I couldn't help but notice every time the Banshee was allegedly revving, no one in the audience was either jumping or holding their ears. If this fake exhaust is supposed to be as loud as a Hellcat, I would expect a little more reaction from the crowd. I think an exhaust system on an EV is stupid, just like Ford making a trombone system on the Raptor V6 to make it sound less like a turd. Why is Dodge wasting unnecessary weight on a vehicle we all know was going to weigh more than a Hellcat? Dodge revealed the Fratzonic emblem, which symbolized the electric drivetrain, but if you notice the slideshow on the screen, we seen a different Banshee that had a Dodge logo on it, not the Fratzonic, and different wheels that could be a hint that there's going to be an ICE version as well. It was said that only EVs would carry the Fratzonic logo going forward, and we got a preview of that with the Hornet Hybrid not sporting any Fratzonic logos. I've covered in a video as well that shows that we could see a manual transmission return with a hole in the shifter tunnel. And I've done a video about the patents that prove that EVs were designed to be modular and allow ICE drivetrains to drop in. That video revealed all the modes Dodge just showed for the Banshee.
Direct connection is also going to allow our drivers to unlock the features that they want, like a slam mode, drift mode, drag mode, and yep, even a donut mode.
Slam mode will allow you to drop your car towards the ground because you'll have electronic shocks. Drift mode is going to be a part of the suspension ECU found in the patents that monitor all 4 corners and help you drift. Drag mode will allow the car to drop its nose just like Tesla's cheetah mode with its electronic shocks to help with launches. And donut mode will do the same thing as drift mode and just monitor slip and adjust to help you make better donuts. The multi-speed transmission is the same one we learned from EV Day on slides, so nothing new there. Now the power shot mode is something I talked about before in previous videos. I've said that Dodge would detune the EV through software and then allow a launch mode that will crank up the voltage and the power for speed passes. And then finally we get a big reveal that the Banshee is not really even a muscle car. It's basically like a 2-door crossover designed as a muscle car. Remember I said that on EV Day there was something moving at the top of the Cuda EV and I thought it was a convertible top. And now it turns out that it was just a hatch closing. The last time Dodge put a hatch on a car, it didn't work out too well. Just saying. I was waiting for Dodge to unveil a couple cars with different colors, different trim versions, or even a convertible option. I think this car will be a great option as a drop top EV, but as it sits now, this would not be a car I would pre-order unless I seen it in action first. Hellcat, I ordered blindly. Ram TRX, ordered blindly. Z06, instantly wanted the car. Hummer EV, I put my $100 down instantly. But this car, as it sits right now, is a 60-40 to me, no. We couldn't get any performance numbers when everyone at this point knows the power levels with just simple math from statements left from EV Day. I'll throw up on the screen the power levels Dodge can do with the EV motors. We know there'll be a single, dual, tri, and a possibility based on patents for a quad motor configuration. Dodge said there'll be 3 base horsepower levels, which we can assume will be for the single, dual, and tri-motor versions. Then you can get an additional 6 power levels through direct connection for a total of 9 power levels. And now my question is, will a 400 horsepower EV look exactly like a 1200 horsepower version? How is it going to appeal to customers to have a Banshee look exactly like the base EV, with the only difference being a single logo on the fender? But this is how a watered down Stellantis future looks, where everyone drives in vehicles that look exactly the same to cut down on costs, share drivetrain components to cut down on costs, lay off thousands of workers to cut down on costs, and still cost a lot of money. There is a difference in looks between an RT and a Superstock, a difference in a C8 and a Z06, but one car with 9 different power levels, that's something we play with in video games to unlock over time. Welcome to the world of microtransactions in cars. This is exactly what Stellantis told us they was doing during Software Day that they would do with Dodge. And wait until you see what Stellantis does with Ram next.
We will give our customers the ability to upgrade their vehicles in real time. Here are a few examples. Dodge is developing performance upgrades, launching actually next week, including driver tunable software that will deliver an immediate horsepower boost while retaining the car's emissions compliance. And for our Ram pickup owners, customers can increase the capability of their truck to handle greater loads.
But as I've said earlier, I'm leaning no on the Banshee for now. I'm on a list for one of the final Challenger Hellcats, so finger crossed I can snatch at one of those cars. And don't forget, if the Banshee is a Charger, what is this car we saw during Dodge's EV Day last year? I pointed out in a previous video that the front end looks very similar to a current Charger. It was confirmed from the Stellantis CEO that the Challenger and Charger was returning. If the Charger is now going to be a 2-door, does that mean the Challenger will become a 4-door? Ralph Gillis said that they were working on an EV sedan during EV Day, and we have no idea when a 4-door car will be revealed, when Dodge show any of the next gen cars, the names of sedan versions, or the fate of the Challenger nameplate. But I'm going to do some digging and see what is going on, and I'll do more videos as I get some details. And until then, I'm out.